Parksville and Qualicum are two of the most popular destinations in Canada for people to live and relocate to. Found on Vancouver Island, these communities exist in one of the warmest climates in the entire country. Thousands of tourists flock here in the summer to experience some of the most excellent beaches on the West Coast. Once you've experienced this small oasis for yourself, it's challenging to go back to the cold, overpopulated and urban areas of Canada. But which of these two small towns is right for you? Join me as we break down the differences between these two beach paradises and where is best for you to live, work, and play here on Vancouver Island. Located roughly 2 hours north of the provincial capital of British Columbia, Parksville and Qualicum are situated within the Mediterranean climate of the Vancouver Island area. Mediterranean climate zones are rare and typically found on the western coastal areas of land masses above the equator. Now, these areas are known for their warm, dry summers and mild winters with variations in rainfall during these times. Now, if it's not already abundantly clear from me repeatedly saying so, these two communities are found on an island and can only be accessed in one of two different ways, by sea or by air. Now, if you are planning to fly here, there is a private airport in the Parksville-Qualicum area, but the most common way to arrive here by plane is through the Nanaimo Airport and the Victoria Airport. If you plan to drive here, well, you're not going to drive here. You need to put your car on a ferry, and there are two services that you can take. One is from Horseshoe Bay in North Vancouver, which takes you to Departure Bay in Nanaimo. The other one is the Tawasin Ferry in Richmond, which is part of the Greater Vancouver area, and this will take you to Duke Point. Once you finally arrive here, which will take you probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the ferry, you still need to make about a 30-minute drive from the ferry terminals to the Parksville-Qualicum area. Now that we know where these places are located and how to get here, let's discuss the similarities and differences between these fantastic places. But before we get started, if you have a second, give us a like or subscribe. This lets us know what we're doing you like and you want to see more of it. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about the differences between Parksville and Qualicum. When it comes to beaches, this is a tough choice, but I think Parksville wins this one. The long beaches in Qualicum are excellent and easily accessible by the Highland Highway. But this is the difficulty. The Island Highway runs along the Qualicum Beach waterfront, which ruins the perfect beach day with the sound of passing cars. Now, don't get me wrong, they're fainting in the background, but it's something to take into consideration. The beaches in Parksville are genuinely something to behold. The centrally located community park has one of the largest bays that expose a massive sandy area for you to explore. But there's also Rathtrevor Beach, one of Canada's most extensive provincial park beaches. Both places are far from the hustle and bustle of the world and make you feel like you're on vacation year-round. Now, the weather is, because these places are so close, really not much to discuss. The temperatures are the same. During the summer, the average temperature will hover around 25 degrees Celsius and sometimes get into the 30s, though that's rare. During the winter months, the coldest temperature is typically around 5 degrees Celsius. Though it is more common to be above this temperature during January and February months, it can drop lower. When this happens, snowfall can happen, though it is a rarity. And when it occurs, it lasts for only a few days before it melts. Regarding the demographics of the population, Qualicum Beach has a much older population than Parksville. Qualicum Beach is almost entirely a retirement community, and it's rare for families to search for homes here. Now, it's not that families don't live here, it's just there's not many families altogether. Of the 9,000 person population, only 600 people are under the age of 14. This is due to the fact that the median age here is 67 and a half. Parksville's median age is 61, which still is relatively close to Qualicum Beach's. However, this is spread out over a larger population of nearly 14,000 people. This is much more ideal location for children, as there's double the population of people under the age of 14, reported by Statistics Canada, which is around 1,200 kids. So, if you're a young family, I would highly recommend targeting something in the Parksville area. The next thing you need to consider are the amenities you can access in these two different communities. Qualicum Beach is an attractive choice as there's no franchises allowed in the city. You're not going to find a McDonald's or a Tim Hortons in this community. Everything here is local, and this is a great way to make sure you're eating quality food and living a healthy lifestyle. But it can be pretty annoying if you're looking to get a quick bite to eat in a short period of time or highly caffeinated off some Starbucks on a slow day. Parksville, however, is more of your typical small city. It has everything you need, ranging from fast food restaurants to major chain restaurants. And we're seeing this grow exponentially in Parksville as the popularity of this little-known beach place continues to be discovered. This is also true if you're looking for accommodation during a vacation to Vancouver Island in the summer. You're much more likely to find a rental in Parksville than you would in Qualicum Beach. Beyond the amenities in these communities, the layouts of the town are very different. Parksville is along a long portion of Highway 19, or what we call the Island Highway. Some offshoots take you into the small main streets that is surrounded by residential areas, except to the south, where you'll find that Parksville's resort area is very expansive. If you're curious, the two best areas of Parksville to live are here and here. Qualicum Beach is a better planned small town, surrounded by a mix of large forests, residential areas, oceanfront, and the most amazing little downtown you've ever visited. Memorial Golf Course is on your way to the beach, and as mentioned, the only setback of this is the Island Highway backing onto the beach area. But apart from that, the layout of this town is perfect. If you're curious about the best places to live in Qualicum, I'd be looking here or here. Now, crime is an interesting topic. You can either believe me or not, but trust me when I say I have no concerns about crime on central Vancouver Island. But Maclean's magazine made a list of the most dangerous cities in all of Canada. Now, on Vancouver Island, a few of these places are on there. Courtney Place, number 7. Port Alberni, number 50. Campbell River, number 88. Parksville, 102. This is interesting. Nanaimo, 118. And Qualicum Beach isn't even on the list. When it comes to healthcare, both of these communities are relatively lacking. There are no major hospitals. The closest hospital would be the Regional General Hospital in Nanaimo, which is about 30 minutes away. However, there are no shortages of massage therapists, dentists, podiatrists, and other professionals, as there's such a high demand for these services. One amazing thing is if you do need a specialist, Vancouver is not far away and accessible by ferry, seaplane, and the latest addition to travel options, the Hulo Ferry. Many people move to the island knowing that they can schedule appointments with some of the top specialists in Canada who are found in Vancouver. It's great to have the benefits of world-class healthcare found in this metropolis without having to live in the city. Now, the big question always comes down to real estate and the cost of living here. For Parksville, the median sale price for a home is around $807,000, around $400,000 for a condo, and $613,000 for a townhome. In Qualicum Beach, it's around $800,000 for a home, so about the same price, $544,000 for a condo, and $650,000 for a townhome. Now, it's not just about price, it's also about availability. In total, Qualicum has much fewer listings available annually than Parksville, which makes competition much higher there. But it also has fewer townhomes and condos, so if you're looking for a strata property, you might choose to look in Parksville, as there's much more options compared to Qualicum Beach. Personally, if you asked me, I'd prefer to live in Parksville, but that reflects my age. Though the median age is still quite similar between Parksville and Qualicum, there seems to be so much more to do in Parksville. People 65 and over will not have any lack of things to do in Qualicum, but the activities are targeted to more retirees and fewer towards families. But if you do choose to live in Parksville, it is so easy to visit Qualicum, Nanaimo, Victoria, or Vancouver. Everything is so close on Vancouver Island that you won't have to miss an event, a farmer's market, or a concert, or even a sunset. With that in mind, I hope you get to live the island life soon. And if you want to learn more about doing so, I would definitely check out this video right here or this video right here.